Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. I want to take a quick second and say thank you to the channel members. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to anyone who comes in and checks out my EDC content. I appreciate you. And thank you to anyone who comes in, watches the content, and subscribes to the channel. So today is part of a Throwback Thursday series that I started not too long ago. This knife made me want to bring it back. This knife was actually sent in to me from a buddy to check out and use in a future giveaway, and I have just become absolutely smitten with it and equally surprised that it's no longer still in production. I've not been able to find these for sale. You do see them on Blade Bench from time to time. But this is the Vosteed Valkryie in 154 cm. It uses the clutch lock, which is similar to a button lock. If you take this apart, or you take the corgi apart, and I'll do a disassembly on this at some time, you'll see that it does have a plunge. However, it's all done inside that blade, inside the blade tang, so to speak. It's not an external plunge. And what this results in is a knife that's very thin. It comes in two blade shapes. This is what's called a modified Seax blade, kind of a Warncliffe style blade. This blade I absolutely love. It fits my hand perfectly. I'm really have fallen in love with this knife. It's got multiple deployments, from a flipper tab to a front flipper to thumb studs to reverse flick. Long and thin, nice choil. The other blade shape is a sheepsfoot blade that's a little less pokey stabby. I like the pokey stabby just because it gives you a nice point. A little bit of curve on that blade. It's very slim, very much a fidgety carry, and very sharp. And that's 154 cm. Very nice blade geometry. I don't know, and I know Vosteed went in a lot of different directions, and now they're working with you as a designer, not just an engineer, and another designer over there. This was originally designed by Vosteed, had Vosteed listed as the designer, but I don't know why a knife that's so good would have been replaced, except they've come out with so many different knives, different lock types. But this little knife is an absolute banger. The detent on the thumb studs is great, snappy on the low profile flipper tab, and snappy on the front flipper. And then you've got the button lock, which just really brings it home. The blade's perfectly centered. You've got G10 handles, steel clip. You've got stainless steel liners that are blacked out that have weight relief in them. Got your stop pin right there. This knife I want to say was right around $70, maybe it was $65 in G10 and 154 cm. I think that's a really good price for a knife that's got so many features. I think this knife came out when Vosteed was brand new. It may have come out around the time the Labrador did, before the Raccoon, but I just don't quite remember. I know it's a great specimen. It's one I'd never seen, never experienced. I might have seen it, but I never experienced, and I'm a big fan of it. It is a nice knife. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons with a couple of other knives, like the Benchmade Bug Out. Tiny bit longer than the Benchmade Bug Out, not much. It's going to be about an inch shorter than the PM2. So let's get our Javon promotional tape measure that we picked up from Amazon. And we will see that this knife is right over 7.5 inches. Right over 7.5. The blade is going to be 3 1/4. With a 2 3/4 inch cutting area behind this choil. You've got 4.5 inches from here to the choil, and then the inside grip here is going to come in at 3.5 inches. So from behind here, you've got a 3.5 inch grip. You do have a reversible steel clip, so you can wear it, carry it right-handed, carry it left-handed. It is an ambidextrous knife. I really like the flipper tab. It's got a low-profile flipper tab that is very snappy. I, of course, like the reverse flick, the middle finger flick, or the thumb flick. It just comes out very well, very thin, very ergonomical. This is a knife I wish I'd been aware of. I wish I'd kind of been in the Vosteed camp when they released this knife, because I think this was just a great specimen to show what kind of was to come with some of the innovation that they've brought to the market and some of the things that they've done. It's just a really cool knife. Let me grab the calipers and let's get a quick blade stock thickness. 0.1195. 0.0200, and it's going to be probably around 1/2 inch thick. 0.4800, and thickest point 0.82. So it is a thin package, very fidgety, multiple deployments. What I think is a very utilitarian blade with this Seax, modified Seax, where you've got this harpoon for your thumb. You've got this nice pokey tip, but you've also got this great blade for cutting, whether you're doing detail cuts, whether you're doing pull cuts, push cuts, popping up straps. This knife just seems to work very well. Let's get a quick weight on it. We have a 3¼ inch blade. It's going to weigh in 3.55 ounces, so right there around 1 inch per ounce. I think it weighs out really, really well. It carries great because, again, it is such a thin package, so in pocket you don't really feel it. It goes in and out of pocket very, very well. Again, you've got your flipper tab, you've got your front flip, whoops, that was me. You got your front flipper tab, thumb studs, reverse flick, reverse flick, thumb studs, top flip. Just a great knife. I mean, again, I'm surprised, especially because it was available in a Sheepsfoot and a Seax blade modified. I would have bought this knife probably in both configurations had I been kind of keyed into Vosteed when it came out. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but it is a very, very nice knife. I'm extremely impressed with it. I think it's a winner. I could highly recommend it. Unfortunately, you can't find them, but if you see one on Blade Binge, I think the last one I saw sold there for about 60 bucks. Keep an eye out if it's something you like. I think it's a neat knife. It's called the Vosteed Valkryie. It's part of my Throwback Thursday series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. But most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Keep an eye out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.